Hello everyone! Today we're gonna talk about the second episode of season 7 of Game of Thrones. In this episode, there were a lot happening. There were politics, there were wars, and there was a big battle, navy battle. But what we're gonna talk about, like before, rejection. And there are a lot of rejections in this one. The first rejection attempt happened between Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons, and Varys, her advisor. This conversation started when she started to question his loyalty. And guess what? Varys wasn't a very loyal person. Throughout history, he betrayed a lot of people. So when your queen started to question your loyalty, that's a bad spot to be in.
Lord Varys has proven himself a loyal servant.
Proven himself loyal, quite the opposite. If he dislikes one monarch, he conspires to crown the next one. What kind of a servant is that?
The kind the realm needs. Incompetence should not be rewarded with blind loyalty. As long as I have my eyes, I'll use them. I wasn't born into a great house. I came from nothing. I was sold as a slave and carved up as an offering. When I was a child, I lived in alleys, gutters, abandoned houses. You wish to know where my true loyalties lie? Not with any king or queen, but with the people. The people who suffer under despots and prosper under just rule. The people whose hearts you aim to win. If you demand blind allegiance, I respect your wishes. Grey Worm can behead me, or your dragons can devour me. But if you let me live, I will serve you well. I will dedicate myself to seeing you on the Iron Throne because I choose you. Because I know the people have no better chance than you.
Now, this is very interesting. Varys handled this masterfully. But before I go into details, I want to compare this to an earlier scene from an earlier season. Almost exactly the same thing happened. Daenerys also questioned loyalty from one of her advisors, Jorah.
That wine merchant tried to poison me because of your information.
I stopped you from drinking his wine.
Because you knew it was poisoned.
I suspected.
You betrayed me. From the first.
Forgive me. I never meant. Please, Khaleesi,
You
forgive.
sold my secrets to the man who killed my father
I have
and stole
protected
my
you,
brother's throne.
fought
You
for you,
want me to
killed for
forgive
you.
you.
I have loved you.
Love. Love, how can you say that to me? Any other man I would have you executed, but you, I do not want you in my city, dead or alive. You have until dusk to collect your things and leave this city. If you're found in Marine past break of day, I'll have your head thrown into Slaver's Bay.
So this type of situation would happen when your boss is questioning maybe your loyalty or maybe the quality of your work. Now, the difference here between Jorah and Varys is very obvious. Jorah did not have control of the conversation. He was very defensive and he was like, oh no, I fought for you. No, I'm loyal. So he lost the battle and then he was banished by Daenerys. Varys, on the other hand, he took control of the conversation. He was like, yep, I agree with you. I wasn't loyal. And guess what? Here's why. He laid out this case that by him not being loyal is not him being bad, but actually him being good to the people. The people were the one who he was really loyal to. And he said, because you, Daenerys, you are good to the people, and that's why I will be loyal to you. And that's why I won't betray you as long as you're good to the people. When you say that, 1, you're honest. 2, you're not defensive. And 3, you took control of the conversation. So next time when you are being questioned, align your interest with your boss or the people who are questioning you. If you were wrong, admit you were wrong, but tell them why. And tell them why things have changed and tell them why the motivation that made you betray them or made you make this mistake actually is a positive influence to the person now. The second scene I want to talk about is a group scene where Jon Snow and Sansa, they were in the same room and Jon Snow was trying to pitch to a group of lords, the northern lords, that he will leave the north and go to south and meet Daenerys, this new dragon queen. He wants to go out there and make peace and form an alliance with her. The Northern Lords aren't happy because they know what happened in the past. If you're a fan of the show, you know anytime a Northern Lord goes to the south, they get killed. In fact, Jon Snow's father, Ned Stark, went to the south and became the hand of the king, and he got killed. So people are worried about him going to the south and meet the Dragon Queen. He will lose his life as well. The biggest problem here is not about the argument. It's about who else is in the room. Jon Snow's sister Sansa is also in the room, and she argued with him publicly. All right, so they become this public bickering. Eventually, Jon Snow appeased her and said, I'm gonna go, but you take over the north when I'm gone, and basically make her happy. But the thing is, you never want to get into this type of situation. You don't want to have a public argument. That never ends well. And especially when you have the whole room against you, it's tough to convince anyone. A real good leader, before you go to a board meeting, before you go to a sales meeting with many people there, or before you're trying to convey an important message to the whole company, you want to get the key stakeholders, your allies, your advisors, and key executives in the same room. You want to get their agreement before you announce this to the public. It's easy to lead the whole company, the whole team, and the whole room with allies instead of you pitching and everyone else is against you. A last rejection scene happens when Arya meets her wolf, who she separated from long time ago. And this is a very emotional scene for a lot of watchers. And here's what happened.
Nymeria, it's me. Arya. I'm heading north, girl. Back to Winterfell, I'm finally going home. Come with me. That's not you.
Now, the wolf rejected her, and she's heartbroken. But Arya realized one thing, it's not you. Why? Because she was the same way. If you remember, in season 1, her father, Ned Stark, was asking her to be lady of the court. You will marry a rich guy, and you will be a very powerful lady. And Arya was saying, that's not me. I want to be this warrior. I want to be fighting alongside man. I want to fight for you. She instantly realized why her wolf rejected her. A lot of times when we get rejected, we take it personally. We think it's all because of us. We think we've done something wrong. We started lose confidence. We start blaming ourselves. But most rejections are happening because of the other person, not because of you. It might be a lifelong of preference and background. What happened to this wolf for the past 5 years? Or maybe that's just a wolf the way it is. So when you get rejected, think about it. Your goal, instead of sulking, instead of getting angry, is to find the people whose interest and personality is in alignment with you. You need to convince that person. So next time when you get rejected, don't be too frustrated and find a person who will follow you. This concludes the second episode of Thrones of Rejection. Again, if you like this episode by clicking the like. And also share it with other people. Tell your Game of Thrones friends. Share on Facebook. Also, give me some feedback. I love to hear your feedback to see if these applications are good. All right. Thank you and happy rejection.